This is Rugby Merlin and welcome back to the channel. This is my review of Ireland versus Wales. A good start from Ireland and they look dangerous on attack as always really. But Wales are flying into the tackles and they're trying to disrupt the crucial ruck speed that Ireland feed off, and they're doing a pretty good job. Ireland convert pressure into points and a nice kick from Crowley, and he kicked well all day from the tee. I think he had 100% on the day, which would have been a big work on for him this Six Nations, and you can see every game he plays he gets more confident, and he had a good game today. So Ireland are disrupting the Welsh ruck, and along with a lot of penalties that Wales conceded for the first time really in the Six Nations. They've done pretty well in that department. But yes, a frustrating first half for the Welsh. They don't get much territory or possession, and Ireland pretty well dominating. The Irish set piece is looking good. Scrum and line out functioning really well. And Dan Sheehan, he's got a few tries recently, and he runs over Josh Adams at one point and puts him on his on his bum, sits him down. And Ireland looking good, and the pressure from the line out especially is really starting to tell, and they put in a great driving maul, from an attacking line out, and they get over for the first try of the match. So going well for Ireland. So I will say the Welsh back row are getting through an awful lot of work in this defensive work in this first half. Ireland are really making them work, and they're doing a good job. Tommy Raffel, Alex Mann, who's like burst onto the scene, I think, and is doing a fantastic job. And then Wainwright at 8, who had a phenomenal performance, I think, at number 8 for Wales. They keep Wales in the game basically in the first half, and a great unit it looks like they're building there. So at 10-0 up, Ireland pretty much dominating, as I said, and they really testing the Welsh defence. Wales are doing a good job, but the pressure is undeniable really, and Ireland get over for their second try. Nice hands from Nash, and it goes from touchline to touchline, and Lowe gets over in the corner for a good try, and the first half finishes 17-0. So is there another nil on the cards for Easterby's defence there? The halftime whistle blows, and Wales are going to have to dig deep to stay in this match. And just before the halftime whistle, the Wales do show a little bit of ambition when they get into the Irish half and kick for touch. But I've entitled this video Patience, because Ireland showed a lot of it. Wales not so much. They were going for the killer blow, I think, a little bit too early. And it would have, I think, broken Irish hearts a little bit just before halftime if Wales could have kicked a penalty or two instead of kicking for touch. I think they missed a trick there, and a couple of times later in the match too. Just to keep that scoreboard pressure on and keep Wales within reach would have been a big kind of achievement for them after really defending well in the first half. So maybe a lack of experience and maybe a little bit more patience in terms of game management and keeping yourself in with the shout. So good half for Ireland, but Wales definitely still in it at this point. So a cracking start to the second half, and both teams are playing well, putting good phases together. Wales have a little bit more possession, and again, Winnett and Alex Mann looking really good. I really do like those two boys. I think they really fronting up in terms of like the physicality and getting stuck in, and that's all you can ask for really from those youngsters who are really, really inexperienced, but showing they can do it at an international level against the best team in the world really now, bar South Africa maybe, but good stuff. And Wales do attack the Irish line, and good defence from Ireland. They look very organised, but Wales do get a driving maul from a line out. Again, kicking to the corner. I mean, they did that all day, really. And the referee, or the TMO, I think, judges that Tag Byrne, who I thought could have had player of the match, actually. He was very influential, as always. He's judged to pull down the maul, and a penalty try is given. And yeah, just rewards, I think, for Wales' effort and staying in the match in the first half. So it's 17-7 to Ireland. This is Wales' best attacking phase of the game. Ireland are down to 14 men, and Wales are really making them work in defence and attack the Irish line. Again, they kicked to the corner when I thought they could have taken the points. And just as Tadhg Beirne gets it back on after his yellow card, Wales kick to the corner, he joins the line out and he steals the ball. So another, I feel like, a missed opportunity for Wales there, and really could have put themselves within reach. So yeah, after that a lot of substitutions come on. So this is always like a turning point in the game, you know, how the sub's going to kind of integrate and get into the flow of the game. And Ireland's substitutions, as was expected really, they do really well. They're all physical boys, and they all performed well, particularly Baird and James Ryan as well, and Jack Conan. So yeah, all like really got stuck in, and I think that bench is a real plus point for Ireland at the moment. So even though Wales lost the advantage and maybe should have taken the points, they do stay on the attack, and good defence again from Ireland. They had a good defensive run-out training session against the Welsh boys, who put everything into it. And Wales are attacking, you know, with great effort, but not a lot of guile, which is unfortunate. You know, we expect to see that from the Welsh boys. But yeah, the runners, first up runners, are taking it in hard, but maybe take a leaf out of Ireland's book, and a little inside pass or two, or a ball at the back, and could have broken up the Irish defence a little bit more, I think. But, you know, you can't fault the effort. But as so often happens, the game swings back in Ireland's favour, and great attacking play. They make a fantastic break, good continuity between the players, and they cross over for a try. Seems like Aki scored, but it's brought back, not for the forward pass, which I thought was a pretty straightforward decision, but it was for a knock on. But I thought it was great hands. So Ireland a little bit unlucky there to get that try disallowed, but that just shows you the game is now swinging back in Ireland's favour. With about 15 minutes to go, the game is fizzling out a little bit, but I will say that Wainwright at number 8 for Wales was absolutely magnificent in the second half. He basically was like a one-man wrecking ball, and he was really getting stuck in. And I don't know if he had the old caffeine pills before the start of the second half, but you know, the Welsh back row was good in the first, but he was like phenomenal all game. And Aki did get the man of the match, but you know, obviously I'm biased, but I think Wainwright was definitely up there. Even though Wales lost by a significant margin, he played exceptionally well. And I think I would say that's the best game I've seen him have in a Welsh shirt. So congratulations to him, and I hope he takes it forward into the next match. Ireland go on the attack, and nice pass from Gibson Park from the base. And Farley hit the line beautifully and gets a good try, you know, and you could see he's really happy about it, and as well he should be. You know, he had a good game. There was a lot of questions asked about him, and I made a video on him myself, but I think he performed well on the day, so, you know, well done. So at 24-7, there's a little surge from Wales in the last 5 minutes. Again, Winnett and Wainwright, the WW, were fantastic, WWF. But yeah, those boys, you know, they put in a huge effort, and they weren't rewarded on the day, but I think they cemented their place in this team. And from a Welsh perspective, obviously I'm biased, I think Wainwright and Winnett like really performed exceptionally. But Ireland put in a couple of big tackles in midfield to stifle the Welsh attack. And then, Tadhg Beirne gets over for a try to seal the bonus point victory for Ireland. You know, and it's well deserved. You can't really argue with it. But, you know, it's a strange position to be in as a Welsh supporter, because, like, we lost by a significant margin. But I got to say, the effort and the guts that the youngsters, and they are very young, like Winnett, is playing international level like he's been here forever. He's had like 6 professional matches or something crazy like that. Alex Mann has just come on the scene this season for Cardiff, so yeah, I can't fault those boys, you know what I mean? And like I say, it's a strange position to be in. You're losing, but also you well and truly behind the team. So Ireland, quite a lot of things to work on. I think Wales gave them a good test today, but yeah, they'll want to like tighten up their line out again. At times it looked great, and other times it started to creak a little bit. The scrum was really strong. I think they showed great patience in terms of like just playing through their game plan, running their defensive sets, and they knew when they got into striking distance, they could score points, and that's proved to be the difference really. Wales never got that kind of momentum from ticking over the scoreboard, and it cost them in the end. So a little bit of inexperience, I think, from the Welsh team, which is to be expected. But yeah, Ireland now will have their eyes firmly fixed on the next match against England, and that's going to be a big one, so I'm looking forward to it. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for listening. Please like, subscribe, etc. Comments are very much appreciated. I love reading them. So yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.